What happens to your body when you eat the wrong nuts after 60? Shocking fact. Before we begin, did you know that just one handful of the wrong kind of nuts could raise your blood pressure, mess with your medications, damage your kidneys, and even reduce blood flow to your private parts? Before we start, don't forget to like this video, share it with friends who care about their health, and hit that subscribe button for more science-based content that could save your life. Drop a comment below if you've ever questioned whether your favorite nuts are helping or harming your body. Introduction. They told us nuts are healthy. And yes, for the most part, that's true. Nuts are packed with protein, healthy fats, and critical micronutrients. But what if I told you that some of the most commonly consumed nuts by people over 60 are slowly sabotaging their health, right under their noses? We're not talking about mild issues here. We're talking about serious health risks, elevated inflammation markers, impaired memory, poor quality sleep, and even erectile dysfunction. Now, why hasn't this been discussed more openly? Simple. The food industry has done an incredible job of marketing nuts as universal superfoods. Ads show trim, energetic seniors snacking on trail mix while hiking or doing yoga, but they never show the behind-the-scenes biology that changes drastically with age. According to Dr. Mark Hyman, functional medicine expert and New York Times best-selling author, foods that are considered healthy in general may have radically different effects depending on your age, your gut health, and your hormonal state. And that's the nuance most people miss. When you're in your 60s and beyond, your body's internal systems undergo a quiet transformation. Your metabolism doesn't process fats as efficiently. Your liver becomes more susceptible to damage from certain omega-6 fatty acids. Your gut microbiome shrinks in diversity, which affects how you digest and absorb nutrients. And perhaps most importantly, your hormonal balance shifts, leading to greater sensitivity to inflammation. Let me give you a real-world example. Gerald, a 64-year-old retired accountant, ate a handful of roasted peanuts and almonds every night while watching TV, thinking he was making a heart-healthy choice. But he started waking up with stiff joints, brain fog, and frequent nighttime urination. After eliminating just 2 types of nuts from his diet for 30 days, his sleep normalized, his focus returned, and even his libido improved. His doctor was stunned. Here's the problem. Not all nuts are created equal, especially after 60. Some are loaded with unstable polyunsaturated fats, PUFAs, that oxidize easily, triggering low-grade inflammation throughout the body. Others are coated with seed oils or excess sodium that can stress the kidneys and blood vessels. And some nuts, like cashews, contain compounds that disrupt digestion and put added pressure on the liver, especially when consumed in excess. And let's not forget about the hidden mold toxins. Yep, nuts like peanuts and pistachios are particularly vulnerable to aflatoxins, carcinogenic molds that thrive in warm, humid storage conditions. According to research from the World Health Organization, aflatoxin exposure can increase liver cancer risk and suppress immune function, especially in older adults. Now imagine combining that with your body's reduced detox capacity at age 65. The result? Chronic fatigue, foggy memory, and a weakened defense against illness, all from something as harmless as a handful of mixed nuts. Meanwhile, the right kinds of nuts, when chosen carefully, can have the opposite effect. Walnuts, for example, contain ellagic acid and alpha-linolenic acid ALA, which help reduce brain inflammation and improve blood flow. Brazil nuts, in moderation, are a fantastic source of selenium, a mineral critical for thyroid health and testosterone production, both of which tend to decline with age. Dr. Josh Axe, a certified doctor of natural medicine, says, "The key isn't to avoid nuts, it's to select the ones that match your body's changing needs." After 60, you should think of food less as fuel and more like medicine. So what does that mean for you? In the next section, I'll walk you through 4 nuts you should be eating daily after 60 for your brain, heart, and hormonal health. And 4 nuts you must avoid if you want to prevent inflammation, brain fog, and fatigue. Plus, I'll reveal the single most dangerous nut for your liver and cognitive function, which could be sitting in your pantry right now, posing a silent risk every time you snack. Before we get into the details, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe if you're finding this valuable. because what's coming next could literally save you from years of chronic inflammation and preventable decline, all by simply choosing the right snack. If you're ready to unlock the truth about nuts and take back your health after 60, hit that like button, share this video with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe for weekly tips on healthy aging. Comment below with your age and which nuts you eat daily. The 4 best nuts to eat after age 61. Brazil nuts, the silent thyroid healer. Brazil nuts are the richest food source of selenium, a mineral crucial for thyroid health, testosterone production, and cognitive clarity. Personal insight. One of my older clients, Jack, was lethargic, mentally foggy, and borderline depressed. Blood tests showed low selenium. 1 Brazil nut a day, and within 3 weeks, his energy and mood transformed. Scientific backing. A 2013 study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that just 1 Brazil nut a day significantly improves selenium levels, supporting better thyroid function and hormone balance. Ideal dose, 1 to 2 Brazil nuts a day. Any more can lead to selenium toxicity. 2. Almonds, bone builders and brain protectors. Almonds are loaded with calcium, magnesium, and vitamin E, nutrients essential for aging bones and mental sharpness. Real-life example, my aunt, a 67-year-old yoga teacher, had early signs of osteopenia. Adding 20 almonds a day helped stabilize her bone density. Scientific evidence. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience linked regular almond intake with improved working memory in older adults. Tip: go raw or dry roasted and chew thoroughly for better absorption. 3. Walnuts, brain shaped for a reason. Rich in ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3, walnuts nourish your brain like few other foods. Story: Harold, a retired teacher in his 70s, began eating 8 walnut halves daily after noticing memory issues. In 3 months, his wife said he was sharper and more emotionally balanced. Studies say, research from UCLA found seniors who consumed walnuts regularly had higher cognitive scores and better memory recall. Pro tip: store in the fridge to prevent oxidation. 4. Pistachios, heart, vision, and blood sugar guardians. Packed with potassium, fiber, and eye protective compounds like lutein, pistachios are perfect for aging hearts and eyes. Why it works: they stabilize blood sugar, lower LDL cholesterol, and reduce blood pressure. Fun fact, eating them in shell slows you down, reducing calorie intake by 30%. Suggested amount, 1 ounce, about 49 nuts, unsalted. Before we expose the dangerous nuts, this next part may surprise you. If you think you're eating healthy, keep watching, because some of the nuts you're snacking on daily may be silently damaging your liver, raising blood sugar, and disrupting your medication. Like, share, and subscribe if you're ready to make smarter choices. The 4 worst nuts for people over 61. Peanuts, the inflammation bomb. Technically a legume, peanuts are one of the most mold-prone crops. Aflatoxin, a toxin from mold, can slowly damage the liver over time. Case study: George, a 72-year-old veteran, had daily joint pain and hypertension. Cutting out peanuts led to a visible reduction in inflammation and better sleep. Research finds aflatoxin exposure has been linked to liver cancer and immune dysfunction, especially in older adults. Other risks: peanuts contain high omega-6 fats that worsen inflammation and may interfere with blood thinners. 2. Cashews, sweet but sinister. Cashews are high in carbs and oxalates, which can spike blood sugar and promote kidney stones. Scientific insight: the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition warns diabetics and pre-diabetics against high-carb nuts like cashews. Safety concern: raw cashews are toxic. Only heat-processed ones are safe, but they lose nutrients in the process. Better option: almonds or pistachios. 3. Macadamias, calorie overload in disguise. 1 ounce equals 200 calories and 22 grams of fat. That's almost a full meal's worth of energy with minimal protein or fiber. Dental risk: these hard nuts can break dental crowns, or loosen implants, a real issue for many seniors. Personal warning, a patient once gained 10 pounds in 3 months unknowingly binging on macadamias as a healthy snack. 4. Pine nuts, the silent medication disruptor. Pine nuts can cause pine mouth, a bitter, metallic taste that ruins your appetite for days. More seriously, they interfere with liver enzymes responsible for drug metabolism. That means blood pressure meds, cholesterol pills, and even antidepressants may not work as intended. Scientific proof. Research in drug metabolism and disposition shows certain fats in pine nuts inhibit CYP450 enzymes, which process over 70% of prescription drugs. Verdict: too risky. Skip them. Before we wrap up, you've made it this far, which means you're serious about your health. Like this video if you learned something new, share it with someone over 60, and don't forget to subscribe. Comment below, which of these nuts surprised you the most? Conclusion. After 60, your body becomes more sensitive. What used to be harmless might now be harmful, but small changes lead to big improvements. To summarize, eat daily Brazil nuts, almonds, walnuts, pistachios. Avoid peanuts, cashews, macadamias, pine nuts. Choosing the right nuts can improve your blood flow, stabilize your mood, enhance your memory, and support your heart. But the wrong ones, they can sabotage all of that quietly. Start small. Swap one bad nut for a better one. Over time, that single habit could mean the difference between mental clarity and brain fog, restful sleep or restless nights, energy or exhaustion. So next time you're reaching for a snack, remember, that handful could either harm or heal you. If you found this eye-opening, give us a thumbs up, share with friends and family, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on health-transforming content. What nuts do you eat regularly? Tell us in the comments.